Okay, handed to Mike Chaz. What does Mike Chaz do? Ball it up, three-pointer from across the room into the garbage can. So I'm looking like, yo, why would you do that?
They can't stand the facts. A lot is insane, they can't stand his raps. I'm so Buffalo like I'm bandana black. I'm from the 716. We determined and we discipline. Oh, that's your man. Better get him for you missing that. DJ Bandana.
Hey, what's good? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I Am Buffalo. And real quick, I just want to send my condolences and my prayers to the family of Mike Chaz. We lost a great man, a pioneer in Buffalo radio. It's crazy because my chapter in radio recently just closed, my chapter in radio, and Mike Chaz was the reason why my chapter in radio pretty much ever opened. He was the guy who actually took a chance on me actually getting on radio, and it's just crazy hearing that news about how he passed away. So I don't know if you guys remember the story. I told you how I got on radio initially or whatever, but just a real quick story. Like I said, I just wanted to share my thoughts and a couple stories about Mike Chaz. He's definitely gonna be missed. But when I got on radio, I went to the radio station to try to. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. I went to go try to get an internship at WBOK. This is like years ago. I was probably like 18, 19 years old, and they told me that they didn't have. It was too full. They didn't have room for interns. Basically, they dubbed me. So I went back a couple months later, and they dubbed me again, so they didn't have any room. And then I went back a few months after that, and when I went to the radio station, I had my resume, and I went there, and I don't say anybody else. I don't suggest anybody else do this. This is just what worked for me. So I went back to the radio station with my resume, and I was basically like, either you're gonna at least look at my resume or you're gonna call the police because I'm not leaving. And they was looking at me crazy. Mike Chaz grabbed the resume and was like, yo, this dude bugging, and looked at all the stuff that I knew how to do because I had taught myself how to do production and stuff back when I had Bandana Studios and all that. And he gave me a shot. So I was going to school for communication and media arts, and they worked it out where I can get like a 3-month internship with radio, basically co-producing the Lockdown, which was Mike Chaz's show. I was like behind the scenes, running the board, running the mics, doing production, different things like that. So after about 3 months, Mike Chaz came to me. He was like, Black, you can't get any more credit for like any more school credit for the intern, and we can't hire you. We're really not on budget. Speaking of budget, that's crazy because that's how they like let me go. But we gonna make this about Mike Chaz. But he told me it wasn't in the budget for him to do it. So I quit my job. I volunteered on the radio for a year straight, Monday through Saturday, 6 to 10. And Mike Chaz gave me that opportunity. A lot of people in radio and entertainment in Buffalo, Mike Chaz directly and indirectly gave opportunities to. And this is something that I haven't really shared with much people regarding my departure from WBOK. A couple people I did tell just because I was working on something. I'm actually working on a documentary called The Blackout documentary, and it's crazy because, and you can ask these people, they'll vouch for me that I was talking to them and I was saying like, yo, I got to get Mike Chaz on the intro of the joint. I got to get Mike Chaz. I got to get Chris Reynolds. I'm gonna try to reach out to both of them and have them just say a couple words opening up the Blackout documentary. My bad, my mind is kind of crazy right now. Like just the news about Mike Chaz is kind of crazy. It's honestly been bothering me the last couple of days. I really wish, if I had one wish to be back on radio right now, it would really be to do something special for Mike Chaz. He really laid the foundation for a lot of stuff on WBOK, and I don't know whether they're going to do anything for him or say anything about it, but I just figured I would do it. I at least owe him that. So where was I at? So yeah, I was gonna do the Blackout. I am going to do the Blackout documentary. So I reached out to Chris Reynolds. I added him on Facebook. I didn't get a chance to message him yet, and I just wanted to get like a little 30-second, little minute clip of him just explaining how I got on radio, what he thought about me, whether it was good or bad. And I was going to do the same thing with Mike Chaz. Mike Chaz was more of a private person, so it was like impossible to find him. I didn't even know he was out in California. So I reached out to them, just people who seen me in the beginning stages of being on radio. I reached out to Griselda Records too, Westside, Benny, Conway too. I wanted to get a couple words from them in the beginning of the documentary, just to kind of shout out and say like me playing local artists and really supporting the talent to that too. So be on the lookout for that. The Blackout documentary. I'll have a special part in there for Mike Chaz too, and if the other situations work out, then they work out. But I want to share a couple stories, quick stories about Mike Chaz. I remember one time years ago we was at the radio station, and there was a comedian that was coming to the radio station. I don't remember who the comedian was, but Mike Chaz, at the time, I wasn't even an employee. Like, this is when I was still volunteering. Keep in mind, I was volunteering at the time. My bad, this light's kind of hot. But I was volunteering at the time, and Mike Chaz was like, listen, we got about 30 minutes before this guy get here. I need you to put me like a little footnote some information about this guy so I know what to interview him about. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I ran to the computer, got on MySpace. This is how long ago MySpace was popping. So I looked for the comedian. I found his joint on MySpace, jotted down some of the stuff he was talking about, some of his accomplishments, things that he was doing. So I printed out, I run down the hall and be okay, handed it to Mike Chaz. What does Mike Chaz do? Ball it up, 3-pointer from across the room into the garbage can. So I'm looking like, yo, why would you do that? He was like, yo, this ain't even put together. Like, you got to put some pictures and stuff on here, make it look presentable. I'm like, presentable? Like, this guy about to be here. Like, we about to be live on radio with the interview. But because Mike Chaz was Mike Chaz, I went back to the computer, I did it again, I got some pictures and brought it back to Mike Chaz. Mike Chaz grabs it again, 3-pointer from across the room to the garbage can. Now at this point, I'm ready to quit a job that I wasn't even hired at. Like, I was a free worker. I was pissed. Like, what are you, like, he about to come in, like, he downstairs parking. So Mike Chaz, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with it? He was like, you put the pictures on there, but it's the wrong size. Like, one picture is this big, next picture is this big. It's not lined up. Like, put it lined up correctly. So I'm like, all right, Chaz. So I took my time this time too. Like, if I'm gonna have to do this, you're gonna be a little late. So I ran over there and I got it done, brought it back to him. You know what Mike Chaz does? He didn't even use it. That's how good of an interviewer Mike Chaz was. Like, he took the thing, he said, good job, pushed it to the side and did a phenomenal interview with the guy. And that was just one of the things that kind of stuck out to me, because Mike Chaz was the type of person where he was just his own person. Like, if you knew Mike Chaz, if you shared any stories with him, one thing that he always supported was an artist from Buffalo, from the area, called Big Miz. Shouts out to Big Miz. Mike Chaz was always talking about Big Miz. And that's how me and Big Miz relationship started, through Mike Chaz. Even to this day, we still talk, still support his music and stuff. He got a new project out, by the way, too. Make sure you look him up on Big Miz. But that was a guy who Mike Chaz just showing how much his dedication and stuff was for Big Miz, whether it was the intro, whether it was playing him, supporting him. That's kind of where, between him and DT, where I kind of got the love and the passion to do the whole I still can't believe, like, he really passed away. Like, it's still unbelievable. But that was one story. Another story with Mike Chaz, this one is hilarious. We had to do production for the radio. Production is basically doing commercials. So with commercials, there's a 10-second commercial, there's a 30-second commercial, then there's a minute commercial. Now, the people from sales, the people who get the commercials together, they hand us a sheet of paper of what to say and how long the commercial is. So they were giving us like they were selling 30-second commercials, but it was like a minute and a half worth of information. So Chaz kept talking to him like, listen, there's too much words. Like, y'all gotta, this y'all job. Like, you gotta shorten this for us to do in the 30 seconds. And this is, at the time, I used to get like a lot of production and stuff too, because they didn't have like a lot of, they didn't have any part-timers at the time. I was the only person that was there doing production. So Chaz was like, listen, Black, this is what we're gonna do. They don't want to listen. They don't want to give us the shorter ones. When you record the commercial, even if it's a minute and 30 seconds long, if it's a 30-second commercial, cut it at 30 seconds. So if you understand how important this is, so basically it'd be like a commercial that says, like, say it's a concert that's coming to town. So this is what would happen. It would say like Jay-Z, Dipset, and Fantasia is coming to Buffalo, New York. Get your tickets, $15 a pop. It's going to be March. And then it would just cut off. And he's like, nope, that's 30 seconds, cut it off, send it to him. So we sent it to the sales team, and the sales team was like, yo, we can't sell this. Like, what are you doing? Like, you bugging? He's like, no, what is you doing? You bugging. So long story short, a week later, they had everything set the right way. We got the right commercials, right amount of time. Everything was nice and neat. They would tell us, like, yo, if you need any change anything, just let us know. And Mike Chaz is that type of person. It was times where he would get like a production order, something that was like sent to him, and he was very professional. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was just like one of them employees who just didn't care, but if it was something that he knew wasn't right, he would stand on it. And that's kind of where I get that same thing from. But he would get production orders. He'd be like, yo, this ain't, I'm not, like, one time we had got one from Mid-K Beauty Supply. It was like a hair store in Buffalo. So they gave it to Mike Chaz. He was like, I'm not doing this. It's a wrap. So he handed it to me. And I wasn't even an employee. So I was like, you know what? I'm trying to get my foot in the door. I'm going to do it. So I did the Mid-K Beauty Supply commercial. And it was like, yeah, make sure you get your 30-inch Doobie Yaki #4 Mid-K Beauty Supply. And Chaz like, yo, this joint sound horrible. So he wound up giving it to Alexis, and she wound up doing the production for it. Thank God I never played on air, because it was Bandana Black, bald head dude, doing drain about weave and stuff like that. But yeah, man, Mike Chaz is definitely going to be greatly missed. That's really right now my only regret with not being on radio right now, is because I don't have the opportunity to really on a broader scale. A lot of people loved Mike Chaz. Like, he really gave a lot of opportunity. I wouldn't be a DJ if it wasn't for Mike Chaz. Mike Chaz gave me the opportunity to be on radio, and with me getting on radio, I was able to see great DJs like DJ Wolf, DJ Stoney, DJ Hassan, DJ Heat, DJ Noodles. These great DJs that made me fall in love with actually trying to become a DJ. And that's really how I got on as far as being a DJ, through Mike Chaz, watching these people, and I would ask them questions and just kind of just look at what was going on. But yeah. There's a bunch of other funny stories with Mike Chaz too. Like, he was just I don't know how to explain it. He was just he was just direct. He was upfront. You always knew where you stood with Mike Chaz. Like I said, even that incident with the whole interview thing. Like, he didn't break it down to me and explain to me why at the time. He just shot it across the room. But if I would have quit or something like that, I wouldn't be where I was at wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So he really did teach me a lot of lessons. And just one more quick story I want to share. I remember one time we had like this October storm, and I was at the radio station with Mike Chaz, and people kept calling in like, yo, the buses are getting stuck, the trees are falling, the world is ending. And me and Mike Chaz like, yo, these people is bugging. But after about like the 15th call, we look out the window and it's just snow everywhere, trees everywhere, cars stuck everywhere. And Chaz was like, yo, you might want to dip, fam. I'm like, yo, I'm out. All right. But yeah, man, I just want to say prayers and condolences to the family of Mike Chaz. He was really just if you knew him, you knew him. If you didn't know anything about him. That's why it was so hard with me even doing this documentary. I was able to get in contact with everybody else as far as Chris Reynolds. I'm still going to send him, as far as Griselda and them too. And I just said those people because those are the people who, back when I first started doing this stuff, was around and knew what was going on. When I was looking up Mike Chaz online, it's impossible. Like, you can't find him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. He ain't even got a Snapchat. Like, it's impossible to get in contact with him, but I really wish that I maybe would have tried a little bit harder, because I know for me, even though he was a private person, for me, honestly, you could ask DJ Noodles, you could ask DJ Heat. For me, Mike Chaz would have did that for me. He would have gave me at least a 30-second joint of him just talking, and Black, I'm proud of you. One thing that he told me when I first started radio was like, Black, you different. I can see something different in you. Like, you're not doing it for anything else but the love of what you're doing. And he said, stay that way. Like, no matter what, money, fame, ratings, anything like that, stay the way that you are. It's going to take you far. And I did 16 years on radio basically following that. And I apply that same thing to everything. Like, when I say life is what you make it, so make it. I live by that. Another thing too that Mike Chaz that influenced a lot of us that people probably don't even know is that how we be on the radio, like, yo, keep it locked to WBOK or keep it locked in. He had a show called The Lockdown. That was his thing. That was his saying keep it locked. And it's so bad that I try not to say it, but for 16 years straight, I'll always say it at the end of every break, like, yo, keep it locked. We'll be right back. But that was his thing. He was very, very influential person. I believe he's from Detroit. He's a real, not secretive, a real private type person. Like I said, I don't think his real name was Mike Chaz. I don't think that's his government name. I think that was just like an alias. I always thought he was like a secret spy, like assassin or something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna miss the big homie, my big bro. Honestly, Mike Chaz is the only person I honestly could say was my OG when it comes to this radio thing, this entertainment business, because he taught me a lot, took a chance. He fend for me plenty of times on BOK. Like, no, Black, you're not doing that, or Black, no, they gotta do this, or do it this way, like that. He definitely did that. DT too. DT was a person who inspired me and helped me out a lot too in the beginning. But Mike Chaz is the person I can honestly say is my OG with radio. So with that said, just want to say rest in peace to Mike Chaz. Like I said, I at least wanted to do something. I know I'm on a different platform right now. Hopefully the radio, or even in his hometown, they do something for him, because he definitely deserves it. My head is mad shiny because it's light too and I'm sweating. But anyways, it's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I Am Buffalo. I'm out.
Do anything you put your mind to. Don't let nobody tell you anything elsewise. It's crazy how the odds could be against you, and the next minute the tables could turn.
Loose soul going crazy.
Listen, didn't wanna see me make it this far.
DJ Bandana.